Hey, what's the story? Yours truly, Philbo here, and welcome back to Philbo Reviews, where me and my family have just watched Happy Gilmore 2. The long-awaited, much-anticipated, absolutely buzzing when they announced that this was happening. Happy Gilmore 2, and it finally dropped today only on Netflix, and we just finished checking it out. 29 years in the making, a sequel to the 1996 smash hit comedy Happy Gilmore. That film is etched in my brain. I know it line for line, quote for quote. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. I mean, it's just, I'm not sure a day of our lives go by without quoting that film. And so, Mister, hey, the Mister lady. The whole thing. A day of our lives can't go by without quoting Happy Gilmore in some way, shape, or form. Friends, listen to Endless Love in the Dark. I'm the only guy who ever took my skate off and tried to stab somebody with it. Absolutely brilliant. So we have a sequel 29 years later. Is it any good? Can it be any good? I mean, the first Happy Gilmore is so good. Is it even possible to have anything that's even remotely up to the standards of that first film? That is a good question. That is a good question. So let's talk about it. This is a spoiler-free review. It's available on Netflix now. Netflix only, people, so get yourself together and give it a try and come back and tell me what you think, alright? But here's my 2 cents on it. So the story, basically, we have Happy Gilmore now, a 58-year-old man, and his family has flourished. He married his love from the first movie, and they had 4 sons and 1 little girl. And the little girl they've all grown up now, of course, because nearly 30 years have passed since the first movie. And let me get straight into the positives. His sons are absolutely hilarious in this film. They're violent, they've got a short fuse. The apple does not fall far from the tree. There's an instant of nearly a fork stabbing. I mean, this is 5-10 minutes into the film and I am already howling. But also 5 minutes into the film, something 3 minutes into the film, you're like, what the ever loving. Yeah, it's got a real shocker in the story first few minutes of the film, but it sets the tone for the story to come along. And basically, Happy is not happy. He has developed an alcohol dependency and is addicted to Jack Daniel's whiskey. But he's calling him John Daniels at this stage because he's into it so hard. He hides his drink all around the house in absolutely hysterical places. And he goes to try and seek help for his problem. And his youngest daughter wants to be a professional dancer and move to France and learn with the best teachers that money can buy. But as you can imagine, you're talking about $300,000 to pay for that class. And Happy has been out of golf for at least 10 years at this stage due to his life tragedies and his alcohol problems. So he needs to try and bring himself back up to top speed, try and get a handle on his drink problem, and do what he can to support his daughter and his sons. So that's more or less the gist of it. I don't want to tell you anything about the plot. I don't want to tell you anything about the cameos. I don't want to tell you anything about anything. But let's get into, we'll start with the negatives. Usually I start with the positive, but let's start with the negatives, because obviously it's a sequel. It's 29 years after the first film, and it's trying to live up to Happy Gilmore, one of the best comedies of the 1990s. So the negatives are, there's some miscasting in this. The villain of the story is very, very cringe, very miscast. And I know you want to punch a villain in the face during the movie for what he's doing, but you just want to punch this guy in the face just because of his face. And Haley Joel Osment in this, the kid from The Sixth Sense, has a part in this film as well. There's this part in the film where he's called a Cabbage Patch Kid, and I have never agreed with anything so much in my life. Jesus Harold Christ, from The Sixth Sense in 1996 to nearly 30 years later now, what the fuck happened to that guy? Does he have like a condition that swells his head? I mean, I just can't look at him, and I can't take him, and he's really miscast in this. His humor falls flat for me. I just can't take my focus off what's gone wrong with his head. I mean, he's got the upper part of his face is a 7-year-old, and the bottom part and the top of his head are like a 65-year-old. It doesn't make any sense. His face just genuinely upsets me in a way I can't really describe in words. So he was a big pull, and you know what? It was about 10-15 minutes too long. It's just scraping 2 hours. The original film was 90 minutes flat. This one just shy of 2 hours, about 10 minutes too long. But in general, and also a negative as well, the way the story kind of goes, where we have old school golf has to take on a new style of golf, and the whole new style of golf thing is very out there, and it moves with the time. We are in 2025 now. You need something wild, wacky, and futuristic, because who's going to watch a film just solely about regular golf? Well, me for one, but the filmmakers made a decision to have golf versus this new age of golf, this new whole thing. So let me know in the comments what you think about that aspect of the film. It was a mixed aspect for me, not necessarily a negative. The negatives was the length and a couple of character choices. Again, they have a person playing Chubb's son in this. Again, I'm not crazy about the performance. I'm not crazy about the chemistry in it, but let's get on to the positives. So, Christopher McDonald as Shooter McGavin is absolutely incredible in this. He is my spirit animal. I want to be Shooter McGavin. Shooter! When I grow up. I mean, the chemistry with him and Adam Sandler is absolutely incredible. Shooter has spent the last 29 years in a mental institution, just not able to get over the fact that Happy took the jacket from him that day. I mean, he is just chewing the scenery, loving this crazy, wacky character coming back after all this time. And the cameos and the references to the original film are absolutely hysterical. I mean, every 5 or 6 minutes, I laughed out loud. I mean, like, belly laughed a couple of times at some of the whole, when he, now they don't do the beeping and all, but they cut the camera when he's having his freakouts with the golf and all, losing his temper, and the sons with the short fuse and losing their temper on each other, and is just hysterical. It just tickled me just right. And we have Ben Stiller back as well as that crazy nurse guy from the first film who, you go to sleep or I will put you to sleep. I'll give you a nice can of shut the hell up. He comes back as an AA coach who helps Adam Sandler deal with his alcohol problems. And there's some such, just like the middle act, I think the middle act is where we lose the 10 minutes or so, where it's a little too long. But the journey back to his best, Happy, real Rocky style, trial and error, getting his Bruins jersey back, getting his desert boots back on. Just the references and the cameos from, I just don't want to spoil any of them. It's 5 minutes doesn't go by without, oh no way, that's him. Oh my God, that's that guy. Holy God, that's that guy. Oh, that must be that guy's son. Oh, that must be that guy's mom. Oh, the whole thing is absolutely littered with incredible cameos, incredible nods to the first film. I mean, it's just a big stinking grin across your face for the whole movie. And it's so much fun. Adam Sandler does an incredible job bringing back the spirit of Happy from the 1996 film. It's full of heart. They do some touching moments, tribute to Chubbs here and there that made my eyes water almost immediately. And it's just super fun, wacky, zany, and it's genuinely funny, guys. It is genuinely a laugh riot. I didn't think I would laugh so hard, but some of the cameos in it are freaking hysterical, and I mean it. I don't want to spoil any of them, so I don't want to get into anything else. I'm going to cut this review short in case I blurt out one of the cameos, because they are hysterical and almost worth the price of admission. It's tons of fun, great characters. Adam Sandler has his daughter, his real life daughter, playing his daughter in the film. His wife has a cameo as well, Jackie Sadler. And you would not believe the cast. I mean, it is just cameo, 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 the entire runtime. It is a blast. Now, apart from the couple of miscasts with the characters and a bit overly long, this is still a solid comedy and as probably as good a sequel to Happy Gilmore as you could ever probably imagine. Like when you got the likes of Dumb and Dumber 2 or Dumb and Dumber, I don't know, that recent sequel of Dumb and Dumber. I can't even remember. Dumb and Dumberer? No, maybe just Dumb and Dumber 2. But you kind of thought to yourself, that had its moments, but it's about as good as you can make when the original material is so good. I mean, you'll reach for that greatness, but you'll never truly get it, but it's close. It's close. And this is one of those comedy sequels that genuinely just is within reach and distance of true, true, true greatness. But obviously, it falls short compared to the first film in '96. Not by a million miles now, but definitely the inferior of the two. But for Philbo, yours truly, Philbo, it is a strong 4 out of 5 stars. Now, that is very high recommendation. The comedy is funny. Back when comedy used to be funny, back in the 90s, it's not outrageous, it's not rude, it's not crude. There's no F-bombs, there's no real, it's a 12s, it's a 12s movie, so it's suitable for young teenagers and adults alike. So, do yourself a favor, get the popcorn in, get the Pepsis in, and sit yourselves down tonight and watch Happy Gilmore 2, because you will not regret it. It was a ton of fun. We had an absolute blast watching it, and a solid, strong 4 out of 5 stars on the Philbo chart. So, if you've watched Happy Gilmore 2, be sure to leave a comment down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks a million for watching. Thanks a million for listening. And remember, it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Little taparoo. Why didn't you go home, ball? You too good for your home.